So, what's the purpose of an annuity? You're in the financial red zone and you already know what you want to do in retirement. Grandkids, travel, golf, whatever you like to do and whatever you want to do. There's only one problem. How can you be certain you can have enough money to do that when you get there? Folks, I'm Coach Pete and I really want to welcome you here to Annuity Avenue. We have a lot of fun every single week releasing new videos just like this to keep you informed of the financial world. So let's get into it. How can you be certain that you're going to have guaranteed lifetime income? Now, when I say lifetime income, I mean every single day the rest of your life. And how about your spouse too? Your spouse needs that income as well. So the uncertainty in retirement planning is we never know how much money is going to be enough, because one of the main concerns people have is they really can't figure out how much money they're going to need per year. We've had this thing called inflation that's popped up, and things have got a lot more expensive. So people that thought everything was going to be fine in retirement, unless they had a buffer zone, a safety zone, extra money, they may be in trouble. So the lack of understanding what an annuity is and how it can change your retirement is very common these days. Annuity can make a gigantic difference in making sure you have comfort in retirement. Now, remember that famous commercial with that big red easy button? Well, let's slam that easy button on understanding the purpose of an annuity. Folks, retirement can be so much easier when you include annuities in your plan, because they take the worry out of income in retirement. And when you think about it, what's retirement about? Retirement is doing things you want to do. What does it take to do that? Income. So let's make sure you have more than enough income. So we're going to explain the main function of an annuity in this video, and what's the goal of an annuity, and what's the goal of your retirement. So we're confused about retirement. Everybody is. The main solution to me to make sure you have that comfortable and worry-free retirement is to make sure you have some annuities in your plan. Now, I said annuities. You don't have to have just one. I have some clients that have 4, 5, 6 different streams of income coming into retirement. Some haven't activated all those streams. Folks, when you're not activating the streams of income, your money is continuing to grow. So now you have even more income in the future when you need it. I mean, my opinion of retirement is if you have more than enough income, that's a lot more fun than having not enough income. So the intention of an annuity is to give you that reliable stream of income all the way through retirement, not only for you, but for your spouse as well. So let's look at what my friend Tom Hegna has to say about his personal portfolio and how he's utilized annuities to meet his needs.
You know, I have 3 variable annuities because I want to make as much as I can make, but I don't want to lose what I've already got. That's what the variable annuity is for me. I own 3 fixed indexed annuities because there's a real smart PhD by the name of Roger Ibbotson who did a study where he studied people who had a 60% stock portfolio, 40% bond portfolio versus people who had a 60% stock portfolio, 40% indexed annuity portfolio. And he found that the second portfolio outperformed the first portfolio for the last 40 years and is likely to do so for the next 40 years. So even if people just move their bonds into an annuity, they would likely do better. And then I own multiple income annuities. And as you said, I've laddered them. So I have some that start when I turn age 60. I have some that start when I turn 62, some at 65, some at age 70. So I am guaranteed to have increasing income for the rest of my life. And a number of those are Roths. So it'll be increasing tax-free income for the rest of my life.
Couldn't have said it any better, Tom. Now, Tom Hegna, he's had the public broadcasting special called Don't Worry, Retire Happy. Even wrote a book called Don't Worry, Retire Happy. Also a book, Who Wants to Be a Billionaire? Tom really knows his stuff in the financial world, folks. I think we could learn a lot from the experts who are building their plans around what they're talking about. How many times have you wondered about the person who's selling you something, wondering if they even have it themselves? Well, Tom practices what he preaches, as do I. Myself, I have 2 annuities myself building up. I'm 57. I've had one since I was 45. So people always ask me, how old should I be when I get an annuity? Whenever you feel like it, because that money's going to grow, it's going to protect your growth, and it's going to give you lifetime income in the future. You can never outlive. We call it a GPI plan, growth, protection, income. Makes a whole lot of sense when you include annuities in your plan. Matter of fact, you can take more risk in the stock market after you have your annuity situation set up, because if you lost all your money in the stock market, you would still have your retirement account growing in the annuities. That's why it makes sense. We call it safety first. Why put all your money at risk when you could take some money, put it into safe accounts like annuities, and know your retirement is insured and it's going to be there when you get there. You can't say that with any stock in the market. I don't care about the high-flying stocks today. They may be the grounded ones tomorrow, because what goes up must come down. I learned that when my dad's a physics professor. I've learned that at the dinner table many times when he told me to take my fork and put it on the table and have a conversation and not keep the fork going to my mouth all the time. So folks, we need to make sure we have that added financial security through informed decision making. When you know all the facts, it's a whole lot easier to include annuities in your plan. If you're listening to the rumors out there started many times by Wall Street, they want all your money in their pocket because they get compensated by every single cent that you have in your accounts. Make sure that you have money in annuity. Make sure no one's taking money out of your annuity. We call those financial termites. We don't need those financial termites. Yogi Berra, a famous baseball player for the New York Yankees, said, "You don't know what you don't know." And when we talk about annuities, that's one of my favorite quotes. How can you know? Knowledge is power. So annuity. Here at Annuity Avenues, the annuities make sense, and we cover these topics so you know what your options are with certainty. You can make an informed decision only when you have all the facts. Now, here's what I want you to remember. These are the main things that I want you to remember here about what we just talked about. I talked to you about the purpose of an annuity, but I want to provide more context to help you learn about fixed annuities in depth in this video right here. If you really want to fuel your retirement the right way, click this video and I'll see you right over there. Now, I want to remind you to like and comment on any videos and let me know if you have any questions personally, or if you want to see some topics you haven't seen already. We'll make sure to do that, include that on a newest episode of Annuity Avenue. Folks, we'll see you shortly.